Alright, it's been about a month since we last released a video. Last summer we picked up a Switch 2, and over the past few months we've been playing Mario Kart World.
Yeah, so we played all of the different worlds and the different tracks, and it was really fun.
Do racing games rank near the top of your favorite games list, Ellie?
No, I'd say I like roleplay games or strategy games more.
Well, certainly not to the level of like chess or StarCraft, but there's a decent amount of strategy in Mario Kart World.
There is a little bit of strategy to this game, but not as much.
With a subscription, we were able to play some of the older games from some of the older Nintendo platforms on the Switch 2. And since Ellie hadn't played any of the original Mario Karts, we started off with Super Mario Kart from the Super Nintendo. What did you think about the original Super Mario Kart, Ellie?
It made my head hurt. It made me sick.
Was it easy to play?
No, I felt like I had very little control over my character.
I think that comes from the fact that this game wasn't really 3D. It used a 2D map that they would manipulate a projection to simulate 3D.
Next was the Mario Kart 64. It was still not as high quality as the new version, but it was a lot better.
The Nintendo 64 introduced 3D graphics, and this was the first Mario Kart where you actually had 3D gameplay. This version came out 30 years ago and is still a great game to play. Skipping ahead from 1996 to 2026, we come to Mario Kart World. From the original 8 characters with fixed vehicles, we now have 50 characters and 40 vehicles for 2,000 unique combinations.
I pick whatever character looks cute, and then I go through the cars to find a car that has a pretty even speed and acceleration and handling with low amounts of weight.
Both the character and vehicle you select impact these qualities.
I do know that, but there's normally a good car that I like with each character.
Depending on the track you're racing on, there are some characters and vehicles that get specific advantages. What CC mode do you like?
I like 50 cc's because I already find it difficult to beat other people. Mainly my dad, and I don't want the bots being annoying when I'm trying to win.
Higher CC modes have faster karts and more intelligent opponents. Mario Kart World introduces open maps where you not only race on specific tracks, but you have to race between the tracks as well.
That was pretty cool, but I struggled to find you in it.
Ellie, what are the tips that you would give to people who are new to Mario Kart?
Well, when you're going around corners, if you click the drift button, it gives you a little speed boost. And also, at the very start, if you hit your acceleration button on the countdown when it hits 2, then you get another speed boost, which can get you ahead at the beginning. Also, sometimes there's little food baggies. You want to get those because they give you speed boosts.
What's the most difficult terrain for you?
I kind of struggle with terrain that has obstacles because I'm difficult to turn. So probably the acorns in the final map.
One of the coolest design features of Mario Kart in general since the early versions is the item or power-up system. Depending on how far you are from the driver in first place, you will get more powerful items from the question blocks. This game mechanic helps to level the playing field for those who may not be as practiced and keeps things interesting. Part of the play strategy is to properly position yourself with the right item to clinch the win at just the right moment. The infamous blue shell is an item designed to strike down the person in first. Sometimes maintaining second place until the very last minute can lead to victory. Finding yourself in first place with no defensive items can be a tough spot to be in. Just like with the original Switch, Nintendo allows you to take your Switch 2 and either play it in handheld mode or to drop it into a dock that's connected to your TV. Which mode do you prefer, Ellie?
Well, the handheld is a little bit heavier, but it is fun to play with. It's nice that you have that option.
The small detachable controllers that connect with magnets to the body of the Switch, they hurt my hands after about 20 or 30 minutes. I prefer the Switch 2 Pro controllers, which you have to purchase separately, but they're more of a traditional gaming controller. They connect wirelessly and they're very comfortable.
It's a larger controller than the tiny ones. That makes it a lot easier, so I like playing with the controllers.
What's your favorite track, Ellie?
My favorite track was probably the Rainbow Road.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. It has a history that goes all the way back to the original versions of Mario Kart. I think it's the Fenway Park of this gaming franchise. So let's get into our review of Mario Kart World on the Switch 2. We'll start off with inclusivity.
It's pretty inclusive because locally you can play with up to 4 people, and online you can play with up to 24 people.
Yeah, what do we give it for inclusivity?
4 stars.
It would be great if the online multiplayer was a little bit easier to use.
Next, let's talk about amusement.
Mario Kart has always been engaging, especially between players, with all the different power-ups to hurt and hinder one another. What do we give it for a rating, Ellie?
5 stars.
It's a constant mix of laughter and cries of frustration. Alright, let's move on to quality.
The game looks and feels amazing, so the designers must have put a lot of effort into creating a wonderful game like this.
Yeah, I agree.
5 stars.
It's polished and deserving of Mario in the title. Now on to replayability.
Mario Kart World is really replayable because there's a bunch of different game modes you can play on and lots of different worlds and tracks inside each one. 4 stars.
Perfecting all the shortcuts within a track can take people years.
Next up is intangibles.
The Mario Kart franchise and all of its characters are instantly recognizable, but this latest version doesn't introduce much innovation. 3 stars. Mario Kart World is a must-own game for the Switch 2. What's our overall score?
4 stars. Thank you for joining us as we played Mario Kart World. I hope you get the chance to try it. Wow! I blinked. Bye!